In today's video, we are doing part 17 of Wixo. But before I start this video, if you do enjoy these videos, let me know by hitting the like button. I hate saying hitting the like button because I feel like I'm a cringe 2018 YouTuber, which I mean nothing was cringe back in 2018 until we reached our mature age, and now everything is cringe that isn't educational. So basically half the internet. Only half. There are some informational videos out there, I will say. Um, this video again is going to be a shorter video. I have been doing a lot videos have been a lot longer. But I'm going to do a short video to build up um build up time to record part 20, which I'm going to record for an hour. I recorded part 10 for 57 minutes and 57 seconds. Well, technically 57 minutes 56 seconds 57 minutes and 56.6 seconds. So, I mean, just round it up. Also, shout out to BMR Goated. We have a collab, which, I mean, you've probably already seen it if you go check out his channel. If he posts it, he said he might post it. So, gonna have to see that. I don't remember what fully happened last video. I think a lot in this region happened. Or, hold on, a lot in this region happened. From the Indian country being taken over. I think it was like all the way over here, or even more like out here. It was huge. But after he got in a war with the Mesopotamian country, it backfired on him, I guess. Even from countries helping them in that war. It's weird. I'm thinking about part 20. We're going to have the entire map filled up. I'm not going to fill the entire map up until part 20. So I'm just going to keep having like wars and stuff. What I'm planning on doing is after that is the era of rebellion, to where we see smaller and smaller countries come out of these other countries so we can have more countries on the map. I just said countries like 5 times in that sentence. Yeah. We'll have smaller countries come out of countries, so we'll have more countries on the map. So I said it 3 times. But yeah, let's do something with this video before I spend the entire video yapping about nothing. Well, something, but nothing. So we'll see here in North America, we'll see that these 2 countries will begin invading each other, or at least the American country will begin invading the Mexican country. To basically live up the dream of what the American dream was, back before it was fully the United States of America, and they were the expansion of the West to make it to the Pacific Ocean. So that's what they're doing today, or right now, should I say. They move in up here, or not move, yeah, kind of invade in this direction, and cut off, it's crazy. I think I called this the Mexican team, or the Baja team, I can't fully remember what I called it, but, either way, Mexican team, America going after Mexico, what a surprise. I mean, I bet you can never guess what it's over either. I wasn't planning on this being like this, but it's over border disputes, and so they can also make it to the Pacific Ocean. So that's a little realistic. That's probably the most realistic thing to happen, except for the British colonizing overseas territories all across the world. Well, not even all across the world, just over here. But we'll also see the Central American country move in or invade from the south down here just to get some land, which doesn't make the American team happy because now they can't invade South. So they decide to start sending troops this way to invade over here and block them from getting there. Because, I mean, the Central American team doesn't, or is it the Central American or the Colombian? I think I called it Central American. That team definitely does not want to go against the American team. I think last time I checked, it was like the 5th strongest, 4th strongest. So they stop up here and let America do the rest of the work. Until the Alaskan country joins in too. Here's one thing you need to know about Wixo is that if there's a war breaking out, Wixo is what if civilization started over. That's what it means. And if civilization started over, settlements and civilizations will want to get as much land as they can. So if there's a war happening between two different countries, they're gonna for sure take part in it. So I just got interrupted for like a good bit, so I forgot what I was talking about. So this is like, you saw the cut most likely, and if you didn't realize the cut, then must have been a pretty good cut. But I was talking about how everyone will be trying to take land because it's, civilizations, that's what they want. And I still hold true by that. So that's the case with why all these countries go after countries that get invaded. Unless they're like an ally with them or friends with them. Which we haven't seen actually any alliances happen. To my knowledge, at least. We see the American country kind of invade up along the coast of Baja California, kind of. Except it's not Baja California, it's just the coast of where it's near, of the Mexican coast. Then they block off Baja California. That's a little ambiguous. Is that the right word? Ambiguous? I don't know. English is a hard language, in my opinion. But after blocking all trade to the, well, except for water, but not trade. After blocking all access of troops by land, they take over Baja California. And the Alaskan country is still moving down. They're rolling. If you hear a little whistling, which, I mean, I can kind of hear it. It's my fan from my gaming laptop. So, just wanted to make that clear. But Mexico will eventually just surrender over to the Americans, and now we have a huge American country. I'm not sure which country is the biggest right now. It could be the South African country, because they also own Madagascar. It could be, America, because they own a lot, like a good 70% of North America. It could be the Russian country, because they own like a good chunk of Asia, like maybe like 30%. And Asia's huge. Even though India got stomped on in the last video and the video before that, basically, they're still pretty big. They're still bigger than a good number of countries. Like, they're bigger than the Germanic country, the Spanish country. This country, forgot what I named it. I think I named it the Central African country since the fall of the other one. But yeah, that's all I can say is, but yeah, this country will move, or the Alaskan country will move a little east, northeast, yeah, east. I wasn't saying northeast, I was saying like, I was like trying to like make sure I was right with saying east. I was going to go like northeast, southwest, you know. We'll see that the British over here will expand over more into their North American Canadian territory along the coast. That's probably very cold. And finally meet up with the American team. This time the British did not colonize North America to the extent as they did in the real world. And speaking of, we're gonna see that they're gonna move troops somewhere else, which I'll show you at the end of this video. But yeah, we're gonna see one more sort of. We're gonna see our first purchase of land. You know how in real life the U.S., which looked like this at the time, well, it was a little bit more than that. It was like this at the time. Bought the Louisiana Purchase, which like went all the way up to here. That's kind of how we're doing. Like, they also purchased Alaska, you know, from Russia. But we're gonna see our first purchase of land from another country. So the richest country in the world is going to be this Turkish country, because they own a lot of that region now, and that's the oldest country on this map. It's crazy. All the countries before the Turkish country came in part one. They were the last country, I think, the last or second to last country to be a part in part one. But they're the richest, and they're gonna ask to buy some land from the Arabic region. Which, hold on, let me my clock so I can see. Got 2 minutes left. All right. But we'll see that they ask them if they can purchase some land. They ask, okay, how much land? They ask them just about to here, and they go, your wish is my command, and just let them have it. So that was our first purchase of land. It wasn't that big of a thing, but last thing that, like I said, I'm gonna show you of what the British are doing. They're moving down here, and now they're moving down to South America, and they're not just like moving down to South America. They're going from here down and right here. And when I mean a good amount of British people are here, like 5,000 are here. So they expand a little quickly. This is the first occurrence of a overseas territory, so this is huge. Part 17. and they meet up with this country up here, which I forgot. I think I just called it the Brazilian country. And this is the South American country. Just gonna call it the Argentinian country for now. But they make it, they don't make it, they advance over into this part, and now they have this weird looking border all the way across the world from where they started. And some of the ships even came over here to take over this, but that plan didn't work out because those ships all, well, a good chunk of those ships sank, and they were really in shambles. So then they just, like, while they were like out to sea, like right here, or they were still out at sea, like right here, so they just decided, the rest of them decided to just move to the pink country, the purple country. So that happened. But that's where I'm going to end this video. Like I said, it is a shorter video. But a lot still happened. We saw our first overseas territory, kind of, sort of. Even though we have, like, over here, of islands and stuff. But, what I meant is, like, far overseas territory. I mean, like, we all knew that this was part of the British. But this is going to be harder to know that it's part of the British, because it's, like, a million bajillion kilometers away. Why did I use kilometers? Miles. I'm American. I use American units. Like Golden Gate bridges. And Eiffel Towers. And Burj Khalifas. To measure long distances. Yeah, people are weird like that. I don't know why they do that. But yeah, like I said, this is the end of this video. If you did enjoy, like the video. And help me hit 2K. Help me hit 2,000 subscribers by subscribing, of course. On screen now you can see the Wixo playlist and everything else. And thanks for watching, and God bless.